One of the biggest ever scams in entertainment just happened. This is the day before. And when it was announced years ago, people were absolutely hyped over it. The graphics looked incredible, and the gameplay looked very similar to two famous franchises, Tom Clancy's The Division and The Last of Us, essentially merging the aesthetic of one with the gameplay of the other. And in theory, that should be a slam dunk game. And it was also being advertised as a live service game, an ongoing game that people could continue to play with new updates. And literally for years, people have been saying that this game looks like The Division. And also for years, people have been calling out this company as being a scam. But is it a scam? It just dropped on December 7th, and on Steam it only has 17% positive reviews, with tens of thousands of reviews, meaning that tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people have bought and played this game. Well, why is it so bad? Well, for one thing, there's like no zombies in a game that's being described as zombie survival horror. There's also no melee combat. The dialogue sucks, the quest is non-existent, there's pretty much nothing to do. And within 4 days of launching the game, the studio behind it has announced their closure, stating that the game that has sold at least tens of thousands of copies has failed financially. With them giving this long-winded apology on Twitter, but all of the comments are basically pointing out that, hey, we've been calling this a scam for years, and lo and behold, it's a scam. And one of the most sad things about this is that there were people who were excited and waiting for years for this game, spent $60 on it, and now the game is just gone. It is very easy for game studios to overpromise and underdeliver. Peter Molyneux with Fable or any of his other games, No Man's Sky, Cyberpunk 2077. But the Fable franchise still came out with games that were good, and it's a beloved franchise. The developers of No Man's Sky spent 10 years pumping out free content to make the game what they promised it should be. The developers of Cyberpunk 2077 also spent years so that they could re-release the game in its proper form. It is okay for failure in the gaming industry. Gamers are patient and we are willing to wait, especially if it means getting a thing that we are excited for. But this is a scam, and there is nothing that can be done to fix this game. And I hope that every single person who bought it on Steam is not only able to get a refund, but hopefully there is also a lawsuit against this company, because this was an absolute disaster.